Hello and welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel for rare coins, valuable collectibles, and the stories behind them. Today, we are diving into a coin that has stirred the curiosity of collectors around the world, the 1997 no-mint mark United Arab Emirates 1 dirham coin. Is it truly rare? Could it be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? And what is its market value in 2025? Stay with us as we explore the full story behind this mysterious coin, its historical background, collector demand, and everything you need to know before you decide to buy, sell, or keep one in your collection. The United Arab Emirates, established in 1971, began issuing its own currency shortly after its formation, replacing the Qatari rial and the Bahraini dinar. The UAE dirham became the official currency in 1973 and was pegged to the US dollar soon after. The 1 dirham coin, a key part of the Emirati monetary system, features Arabic inscriptions and is typically minted using a cupronickel composition. Over the years, the coin has seen various changes in design, size, weight, and minting locations. Most UAE coins were struck at international mints, particularly those in the United Kingdom, such as the Royal Mint, as well as other international facilities like the Royal Canadian Mint. These coins often bear no visible mint marks, as mint marks were not a standard practice for the UAE at the time. However, some years and varieties, including 1997, have sparked considerable interest due to anomalies in their mintage. The 1997 no-mint mark 1 dirham coin has gained a reputation for being uncommon and potentially valuable. While UAE coins traditionally lack mint marks, the term no mint mark in this case typically refers to a specific variety of the 1997 issue that appears to differ in design details, composition, or striking characteristics compared to coins from other years or even other versions from the same year. Collectors have reported that some 1997 1 dirham coins are slightly different in font thickness, coin alignment, or die pressure, indicating that they may have been struck at a different facility or using an alternative die. These minor details often separate a regular circulation coin from a rare collectible variety. In addition to these physical attributes, the mintage figures for the 1997 1 dirham have never been publicly released in detail. This has created an air of mystery and has led to speculation about low mintage, experimental runs, or restricted releases. What makes this coin rare? Firstly, the perceived low availability in secondary markets. Compared to more recent issues, the 1997 coin is less commonly seen in circulation, and few examples appear on platforms like eBay, Numismatics, or in major auction houses. Secondly, its collectability has risen due to the increasing global interest in Middle Eastern numismatics. Collectors from across the Gulf region, as well as investors in Europe, India, and the Philippines, have been actively seeking early UAE coins, especially varieties that deviate from the norm. Furthermore, the condition of the coin plays a major role. A 1997 1 dirham in circulated condition may not command a high price, but those in mint state or uncirculated condition, particularly those graded by third-party services such as NGC or PCGS, can fetch significantly higher premiums. Let's talk about money. How much is the 1997 no-mint mark UAE 1 dirham worth today in 2025? As of mid-2025, prices vary depending on condition, demand, and rarity characteristics. A circulated example typically sells for around $2 to $5, depending on where. A high-grade uncirculated coin can fetch between $25 and $50. A certified MS-65 or higher grade by PCGS or NGC can command anywhere from $75 to $200, particularly if the coin shows die anomalies or unique striking patterns. some rare varieties or coins marketed as specimen strikes or mint errors have sold for over $500, especially in international auctions where competition is fierce. Keep in mind, prices are highly volatile and influenced by availability, demand, and speculative interest. Coins sold in UAE-specific collector forums or at regional expos may sell for more due to local historical significance. If you think you have a 1997 no mint mark UAE dirham, make sure to authenticate it properly. Here are a few tips. Check the weight. It should weigh around 6.4 grams, unless it's a lightweight error or struck on the wrong planchet. Examine the design details. Look for differences in Arabic calligraphy, date spacing, and reverse alignment. Use a magnifying glass to spot any unusual die breaks, doubling, or planchet irregularities. Seek professional grading from NGC or PCGS for high-value coins. This not only verifies authenticity but also boosts marketability and resale value. So should you keep your 1997 no mint mark dirham, sell it, or start collecting more? If you're holding a high-grade example, it may be worth holding onto it, as UAE numismatics is a growing field, and early coins are increasingly sought after. On the other hand, if you have a circulated one and can sell it for a premium today, now might be the time to capitalize on current market interest. For new collectors, this coin represents a great entry point into Middle Eastern numismatics. It's affordable, historically rich, and still accessible if you know where to look. To sum up, the 1997 no mint mark United Arab Emirates 1 dirham coin is a fascinating piece with potential rarity and increasing value. While not every 1997 dirham is worth a fortune, select varieties and high-grade examples are definitely worth your attention. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like the video. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing modern coins in South Korean numismatics, the 1993 no mint mark 101 coin. This specific coin has been stirring up interest in the collector's market for years and is now commanding surprising prices in 2025. So grab your magnifying glasses and settle in, because we're going to unpack the history, rarity, significance, and current market value of this elusive coin, and why it could be worth a lot of money. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1993 issue, let's take a quick look at the general history of the South Korean 101 coin. The 101 coin is one of South Korea's most circulated denominations. It was first introduced in 1970 as part of a larger currency reform. Designed for everyday use, this coin features Admiral Lee Sun-sin, one of Korea's most celebrated naval commanders from the 16th century, on the obverse side. His image was chosen to commemorate his leadership during the Imjin War against Japanese forces and to reflect national pride. On the reverse side, you'll find the coin's denomination and the year of minting. For most years, these coins also carry a mint mark or other identifying features, but in 1993, something changed. The 1993 101 coin is notable for a small but critical detail: it was issued without a mint mark, making it a unique anomaly within the series. To clarify, South Korean coins typically feature a small mint mark, most often signifying the location of minting or quality control identifiers. However, in 1993, a small batch, or possibly the entire production run, of 101 coins was struck without any mint mark at all. Why does this matter? In the world of coin collecting, any deviation from the standard minting process, whether accidental or intentional, can drastically increase a coin's value. No mint mark coins are often classified as errors or varieties, and depending on their rarity and condition, they can attract intense interest from collectors globally. the 1993 no-mint Mark 101 coin is especially mysterious because official documentation regarding its minting is limited. The South Korean Mint has not released extensive public records about the anomaly, leading to further speculation and interest. Rarity is one of the core drivers of value in numismatics. So just how rare is the 1993 no-mint Mark coin? While the exact mintage numbers are unclear, estimates suggest that significantly fewer of these coins were struck compared to typical years. Moreover, many of them have entered circulation and have been lost or worn down through daily use. That makes finding a 1993 101 coin in uncirculated or mint condition extremely challenging. Even coins in fine or very fine condition are scarce, and collectors have reported scouring through thousands of coins before finding even one from 1993, let alone one without the mint mark. Because of this, the coin has become a sought-after variety among South Korean and international collectors. It is often included in specialized collections focusing on minting errors or Asian currency, and its reputation has only grown in recent years. Like all coins, the value of the 1993 no-mint Mark 101 is heavily influenced by its condition. Grading ranges from circulated to uncirculated, and even up to MS65 or higher for those in pristine condition. Circulated examples, coins that have been used in everyday transactions, show signs of wear. These may sell for modest premiums above face value, particularly if the missing mint mark is still visible and the overall coin detail is intact. However, uncirculated or mint state coins, those that were never used and retain their original luster, can fetch hundreds of dollars or more depending on demand and auction activity. In 2025, coins graded MS60 and above are becoming increasingly rare, and those submitted to grading agencies like NGC or PCGS with verified no-mint mark status are commanding premium valuations. Now let's talk numbers. What is the 1993 no-mint Mark South Korean 101 coin actually worth in 2025? Prices vary widely depending on the condition of the coin and the selling venue, whether it's an online auction, private dealer, or coin show. Based on recent sales and current market trends, circulated examples in average condition can sell for $5 to $20. Coins in very fine or extremely fine condition can range from $30 to $75. Uncirculated specimens, particularly those graded MS60 to MS65, are fetching between $150 and $300. Exceptionally rare high-grade examples, especially those in mint state with certification, can command over $500 or more, particularly among international buyers or specialist collectors. It's worth noting that the market has seen steady appreciation over the last decade. With increased awareness, growing interest in Asian numismatics, and the general rise of digital coin trading platforms, the coin's value has remained strong into 2025. If you think you might have one of these coins, here are a few things to keep in mind. First, examine the reverse side carefully. If the coin has no mint mark, meaning no small symbol near the date or denomination, you may be holding the rare variety. Next, check the coin's condition. If the details on Admiral Yi Sun Sin's face, armor, and sword are sharp and unworn, the coin may be in a high grade. It's recommended to consult with a professional coin dealer or send your coin to a grading service for evaluation. Grading not only authenticates the coin but also adds value and trust for potential buyers. If you're looking to sell, platforms like specialist Korean numismatic sites are good starting points. But beware, fakes and counterfeits do exist, so always deal with reputable buyers and sellers. Beyond its monetary value, the 1993 no-mint Mark 101 coin is a piece of Korean history. It reflects a unique moment in the nation's minting legacy, a quiet error or intentional variant that has become a prized collectible over time. For many collectors, this coin represents more than just money. It's a story of discovery, attention to detail, and the thrill of uncovering something rare. Whether you're a veteran numismatist or a beginner going through pocket change, this coin reminds us all that true value sometimes lies in the unexpected. The 1988 no-mint mark South Korean 101 coin. This unassuming piece of currency is now being sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. But what makes this coin so valuable? Is it truly rare? And how much is it worth in today's market? We're going to explore the history, design, production background, rarity factors, and finally, current market prices for this intriguing coin in the year 2025. Make sure you watch until the end because you might just find out that you have one of these rare coins sitting in your drawer. Let's dive in. To understand the importance of the 1988 no-mint mark 101 coin, we need to briefly revisit the history of South Korean coinage. The 101 coin was first introduced by the Bank of Korea in 1970, replacing the 100 won note. It featured a portrait of Admiral Lee Sun-sin, a national hero best known for his victories against the Japanese Navy during the Imjin War in the late 16th century. Since its introduction, the 101 coin has remained one of the most commonly circulated denominations in South Korea. However, subtle changes over the years, especially involving mint marks and production volumes, have made some specific years particularly interesting for collectors. So what's so special about the 1988 edition of this coin? Typically, coins minted in South Korea include a small mint mark to indicate where the coin was produced. However, in 1988, for reasons that are still not entirely clear, a batch of 101 coins was released without any mint mark. Some numismatists believe this may have been due to a transition in minting facilities or equipment errors during production. Others speculated may have been a result of experimental strikes or limited runs made for testing purposes. What we do know is that these no-mint mark coins are exceptionally rare compared to their counterparts. The fact that they were released into general circulation, likely unnoticed by the public at the time, only adds to their mystique and appeal among collectors today. Now, if you have a 101 coin from 1988, how can you tell if it's the rare no-mint mark version? Here's what to look for. First, check the reverse side of the coin, which shows the face value, 100, and the date, 1988, at the bottom. Below the date, where a small mint mark is usually visible, you will notice that it is completely missing. The coin should also be made of copper nickel, have a diameter of 24 mm, and weigh 5.42 grams. Ensure that the coin is not a counterfeit. Due to the increasing value of this piece, replicas and fakes have entered the market. Always consult a certified numismatist or professional grading service to confirm authenticity. The rarity of the 1988 no-mint mark 101 coin is driven by its low known population and the lack of official documentation from the Korean Mint about the exact number released. This uncertainty adds intrigue and speculative value to the coin. Most importantly, demand for this coin has surged in recent years, especially as collectors in South Korea and internationally begin to recognize its significance. Online auction sites, coin fairs, and numismatic dealers have all reported increased interest and rising sale prices. Coin collectors value not just the rarity, but also the historical anomaly of the no-mint mark issue, which has made this coin a centerpiece for many modern Korean coin collections. Now, let's talk numbers. As of 2025. The value of a genuine 1988 no-mint mark 101 coin varies based on condition, certification, and market demand. Coins in circulated condition, with visible signs of wear, can still fetch between $150 to $300 depending on appeal. coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC, are valued significantly higher. These can range from $500 to over $2,000 USD. In exceptionally rare cases, if a coin is found in proof-like condition or with exceptional toning, collectors have been known to pay upwards of $3,000 or more. The market is dynamic, and as more collectors become aware of this coin, prices are expected to continue rising. If you're a collector or simply someone interested in coin hunting, now is a good time to check your old Korean coins, especially any from the year 1988. Here are some tips. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to examine the area below the date for the mint mark. Store coins properly using acid-free holders or coin flips to prevent further wear or oxidation. Consider getting the coin graded and authenticated if you suspect you have the no mint mark version. Certification adds credibility and significantly increases market value. Stay updated with auction houses, numismatic forums, and online marketplaces to track the latest prices and trends. To wrap it up, the 1988 no mint mark South Korean 101 coin is more than just a small piece of metal. It is a historical curiosity, a modern-day treasure, and a prime example of how even small minting anomalies can lead to major value for collectors. The 1986 no mint mark French half-franc coin. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or simply a curious historian, this video will provide you with a comprehensive overview of this elusive piece, its origin, its unexpected rarity, why it's worth significantly more than face value today, and how it's performing in the collector's market as of 2025. So make yourself comfortable and join us on a numismatic journey that spans decades, politics, printing errors, and the fascinating world of French monetary history. Let's start with the basics. The 1/2 franc coin was part of the post-war French franc currency system and had been in circulation for decades by 1986. Designed during the Fourth Republic and carried forward into the Fifth Republic under President François Mitterrand's administration, the half-franc was already on its way out by the late 1980s, with inflation diminishing its real-world buying power. The coin itself features the elegant work of engraver Oscar Rodi, specifically the design known as la semeuse or the sower. This timeless image of a woman sowing seeds, framed by rays of sunlight, represents prosperity and the forward-looking spirit of the French Republic. The reverse typically features the denomination, the year of minting, and the mint mark of the Monnaie de Paris, the official Paris mint. But in 1986, something odd happened. A small but unmistakable number of these coins appeared without the traditional mint mark, making them an anomaly. To fully understand the significance of a no mint mark coin, it helps to know the French minting system. Coins produced at the Paris Mint usually bear a small symbol denoting their origin, often a cornucopia, the traditional mark of Monnaie de Paris. Sometimes, the chief engraver's privy mark also appears. These marks are vital for quality control, traceability, and authentication. So, a 1986 French 1/2 franc coin without a mint mark implies a deviation from normal production standards, either an error or an intentional but undocumented change. So why does this matter? Because minting errors or anomalies often result in significant rarity, especially when they are officially undocumented. Based on current estimates from French numismatic associations and private collectors, only a small fraction of the 1986 half-franc coins were produced without a mint mark. Some suggest this was due to a transitional die, while others believe it may have resulted from a short-lived internal test run or even an overlooked production error. This rarity has turned the 1986 no mint mark half-franc into a highly sought-after coin, particularly among European collectors specializing in error coins or French Republican currency. Over the past decade, more examples have surfaced in auctions, but the total confirmed number remains in the low hundreds, and perhaps even fewer. In mint or near mint condition. As of mid-2025, a regular 1986 half-franc coin with the standard mint mark is typically valued between 50 cents to €1 and 50 cents depending on condition, essentially its face value or slightly above, but the 1986 no mint mark variant is a different story altogether. According to recent auction data and verified sales through reputable numismatic platforms, circulated examples of the no mint mark coin can command between €150 and €300. Uncirculated or proof-like specimens in MS 63 to MS 65 grades have sold for upwards of €500 to €700. In rare cases, coins with pristine strike quality and certified authentication by international grading companies such as PCGS or NGC have reached over €1,000 at private auctions and numismatic exhibitions. It's important to note that prices have been climbing steadily since 2021. As more collectors become aware of the coin's existence and its anomaly status becomes more widely documented, the rise in value isn't just due to rarity alone. It's also a reflection of the growing global interest in minor European currencies that no longer circulate. With the euro firmly in place since 2002, pre-euro French coins have taken on historical significance, and anomalies like this one have become even more desirable. If you're considering acquiring a 1986 no mint mark half-franc coin, be cautious. As with any valuable collectible, there is always a risk of counterfeits. The absence of a mint mark is easy to replicate using altered coins or die-ware. Always purchase from verified dealers, and if possible, insist on third-party authentication. Professional coin grading services like NGC and PCGS now recognize and attribute this variety, making it easier for collectors and investors to ensure authenticity and long-term value. The story of the 1986 no mint mark French half-franc coin is a compelling example of how something seemingly minor, the absence of a mint mark, can transform an otherwise ordinary coin into a collector's gem. It's a testament to the unpredictable nature of numismatics, where history, human error, and economics collide in unexpected ways. In 2025, this coin stands not only as a rare find but as a reminder of the twilight years of the French franc, and the remarkable details that even a small piece of metal can hold. So whether you're an experienced collector or just starting your numismatic journey, keep an eye out. Sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones hiding in plain sight, or, in this case, the ones missing a tiny mark. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to let us know in the comments. Have you ever come across a no mint mark coin? Or do you have a story about a rare French franc in your collection? We'd love to hear from you. The 1971 no mint mark 10 Pfennig coin from Germany. This small copper-covered coin has sparked interest in the numismatic world for decades. And in 2025, its rarity and market value are turning heads once again. So, if you've got one of these tucked away in a drawer, you might be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Let's explore the history, rarity, identifying features, and most importantly, the current market value of the elusive 1971 no mint mark 10 Pfennig coin. The German 10 Pfennig coin has a rich legacy that dates back to the post-World War II era. After the founding of the Federal Republic of Germany, or West Germany, in 1949, a new monetary system was introduced to replace the old Reichsmark. The Deutsche Mark became the official currency, and the 10 Pfennig was a key component of this new system. By 1971, West Germany was in the midst of an economic boom, known as the Wirtschaftswunder or economic miracle. During this time, millions of coins were minted annually to support the growing economy. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most 10 Pfennig coins from this period feature a clear mint mark, a single capital letter representing one of the 5 German mints, for Berlin, D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, and J for Hamburg. However, some 1971 coins appear to be missing this crucial mint mark. These are the coins that have stirred intense curiosity among collectors for decades. Let's address the core of the mystery. A legitimate 10 Pfennig coin without a mint mark from 1971 should not exist under normal circumstances. All production runs were supposed to include the identifying mint letter. So when a 1971 coin surfaces with no visible mint mark, it raises an important question: is it a mint error, a result of heavy wear, or something far rarer? In most cases, what people believe to be a no mint mark coin turns out to be a worn example where the mint mark has faded over time due to circulation. However, there are a very small number of verified instances where the mint mark was never struck onto the planchet at all, possibly due to a misalignment during production or a filled die error. These are the coins that collectors are hunting for. So, how can you tell if your 1971 10 Pfennig coin truly lacks a mint mark, and is not just worn? Here are a few key pointers. Examine under magnification. Use a 10x or 20x jeweler's loupe or microscope. If no trace of a letter is visible in the space below the oak leaves and above the number 10, you may have something special. Look for die characteristics. Certain features like doubling, surface texture, or specific die scratches can help experts authenticate whether the mint mark was truly omitted or has simply worn off. Professional grading is essential. Sending your coin to a respected third-party grading company like NGC or PCGS is the most reliable way to determine authenticity. A certified, no mint mark designation can significantly increase a coin's value. The 1971 no mint mark 10 Pfennig coin remains one of the more enigmatic pieces in post-war German coinage. In 2025, as collectors shift their focus toward error coins and anomalies, interest in this particular piece has seen a resurgence. In coin forums, auctions, and private sales, verified examples of the 1971 no mint mark coin have sold for impressive figures. Graded and authenticated specimens have fetched anywhere from $300 to over $1,000 depending on condition and provenance. Unverified raw coins, even those without visible mint marks, generally sell for much less, often under $20, unless their authenticity is proven. The distinction between a genuine mint error and a worn coin is the line between pocket change and collector treasure. As of mid-2025, here is the estimated market value for various grades of the 1971 no mint mark 10 Pfennig coin. Raw, uncertified coins with no visible mint mark, typically between $10 and $30, though buyers are cautious unless clear error features are visible. Certified error coins, no mint mark verified by PCGS or NGC-XF, extremely fine, approximately $250 to $400 AU. About uncirculated between $400 and $700 MS, mint state well over $800, and in some cases exceeding $1,200 at auction depending on demand. Unique or high provenance specimens. Coins with confirmed historical or institutional provenance can command even higher prices in specialized auctions. It is worth noting that prices fluctuate based on collector demand, media coverage, and the availability of new verified specimens. The 1971 no mint mark 10 Pfennig coin is more than just a copper-plated relic. It represents a puzzle, a challenge to numismatists and enthusiasts around the world. In 2025, as interest in error coins and unique varieties continues to grow, this understated German coin has carved out a niche in the hearts of serious collectors. If you believe you have one of these coins, take the time to examine it closely, compare it with verified examples, and consider professional grading. Who knows? That small piece of metal might just be worth far more than its face value ever suggested. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more numismatic content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have a coin you want us to review? Leave a comment below or visit our website for more information. Until next time, happy collecting.